iceberg thing, the tip of the iceberg situation here, right? There are many, many hacks. You know, you can go on a website and enter your details, enter your credentials, and see whether you've been hacked or not. And there are tens and hundreds of hacks that expose an equal amount of records that the Facebook hack has shown, or the Facebook data privacy issue has shown. It's not even a hack, right? And you know, this the only reason that Facebook is interesting is because it's a consumer thing rather than a geeky thing with Adobe passwords that went before, or Dropbox information that was left on a shared drive, or whatever it is. Risk and kind of risk surface is huge right across the industry, and everybody needs to get a handle on what data they've got and how it's stored and how it's looked after. And what access people need to be able to get to it, and what they can demand, and what rights they've got to be able to exercise under the new law.
I think basically, well, we're all saying it's a nightmare.
So I have a question that I kind of raised. I was in full transparency, Thomas, as I was getting ready for this, I was looking at your Twitter feed, and you had a tweet. I think you were commenting on a news report, and I thought it was very fascinating. And essentially, you had raised the, and this is question 10 on my list, but you had raised the potential collision between the idea of the right to be forgotten, and then the idea of the immutability of blockchain. That blockchain is supposed to be fully transparent, and it's permanent. So how do you see that collision playing out post GDPR between the right to be forgotten and expunge my data versus blockchain, and it's immutable, and it's out there for everyone to see?
Yeah, I learned a lot of this from talking to Matt. I think what you've got is you've got one law, GDPR, which is delete me, and one new technology called blockchain, which is keep me. I think the irony of all this is that if you go to Amazon, say, and say to Amazon, take me off all your databases, all your call centers, they've got to keep a record that they've deleted you. Even the sentence is an oxymoron. It doesn't make sense. Okay? And the whole point of GDPR is to be deleted or expunged. That's an American word. We don't say that word too much in Europe. But expunged is a good word. A blockchain is about, as you say, keeping your records safe. I don't think many people are going to want to be deleted unless they feel they're being spammed by something, whatever organisation. If they're being spammed in their email, if they're being spammed on either their cell phone or on their domestic line or office line. That only seems to come from India in the UK, in my experience. So they're going to have a hard time. But if you look at your question about question 4 about should you be compensated for your personal data, this links back to question 10, because I think the answer to that question is yes. I do think you should be paid for your data. I do think you should be paid for how much data you share or how much data you publish. I do think in terms of KYC and AML, that's going to be one click, like Amazon one click on Amazon Pay. You're going to be able to verify yourself on a one-click KYC and AML click. And I do think you're going to be paid for your personal data with tokens held on the blockchain, tokens that you can exchange with any organisation, be it an airline company or a restaurant. So I do think there's a lot of connection between 4 and 10 in your question. People who decide to be expunged, deleted, be removed from, it'll only be the places that are annoying them. Could be an old gas supplier, an old telecom supplier, it could be an old TV supplier, it could be someone who's annoying them, who they never want to go back to. I think most of that will disappear pretty quickly. I'm more worried about the